Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys Fairy Tale Final Season, episode 286. Now, I actually was worried that I was calling these episodes by the wrong number. I wasn't sure if the final season was supposed to be episode like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I looked at a couple other reactors, and it seems like they are doing like the 280 whatevers as well. So I think I have the right number, and I usually refer to my anime list website, which helps me out. But right now it's just question mark out of question mark, so no help there. So hopefully I'm numbering the episodes right. But yeah. Also, because some people haven't noticed, I used to mention it a lot at the start of my videos, and I don't anymore. You guys can check out my anime list that I have down in the description. It's right there. So if you guys want to see what I've watched and what I haven't watched, and if you want to make any recommendations for stuff that I watch when I have a slot available, unfortunately, I'm not sure how long Fairy Tail's running, and I'm watching Boruto, which is 2 of my 3 slots. And I'm kind of starting a 4th slot with my rewatch series, but those are going to be reserved for, like, rewatch series, and I think I'm like scheduled out a bit for that because I'm rewatching My Hero, and then I'm gonna catch up on My Hero in that slot, I think, and then I'm gonna be rewatching Attack on Titan. Sorry, this got way more sidetracked than I wanted to. But yeah, you can check out my list to see what I watched and what I haven't watched, and if you check out that list and you're like, what, he hasn't seen this? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to, I always like to know more animes to watch. So I've seen a fair chunk. A lot of them are like the good ones in the past. People tend to recommend them to me, but unfortunately I have to let them know that I've already seen them. But yeah, regardless of that, my monitor is still out being fixed, which explains the camera angle. I like to mention that too, in case anybody jumps in for, a single video and they don't realize why my camera angle is so weird. Yep, monitor being fixed. I need to contact them. And also, my fan is on because it's kind of warm out today, so if you hear a humming, that's what it is. I'm not sure how it's gonna sound, throughout the episode. I was gonna up my threshold because I have a suppression filter, so, like, some little sounds don't make it through, while I'm just not talking. And I was gonna boost it, but I'm afraid if I boost it, if I'm ever, like, a little bit quiet during an episode, then it's gonna cause problems, and it'll cut me out and stuff. So for now, this is what I'm gonna go with. But yeah, so yeah, sorry. So yeah, let's talk about 285, which was the previous episode real quick. We had a pretty big reveal and expansion of the world, with the whole quest we have now to go save Makarov. Apparently there's at least one team heading there. There might even be 2 teams heading there. And because I'm not sure what's up with Gajeel, it sounded like he was going to address the issue from another angle, and I have no idea what that means, if he's going to actually be going to this new nation as well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding out what happens. I'm going to be recording several episodes tonight, which is different from my normal setup, because I want to try to get ahead of the game, and I'm thinking about releasing early access features on my Patreon within the coming weeks, once I manage to get ahead on everything and can do that. But yeah, so if you notice me in the same clothes for a couple weeks or something, that's probably why. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the episode now. Alrighty, so we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, so this is a little bit of recap, okay. I freaking love Fairy Tail music. I need to, like, buy their soundtrack or something. It's an infiltration mission. I'm gonna take a sip of water while we recap a little bit. Are we gonna get a little bit of Gajeel too? Yeah, Natsu. No Gagio stuff, okay. Excuse me. I'm not a huge fan of normal water. So I drink this like this clear sparkling water. And so it's caffeinated, makes me burp. But it's pretty much like it's almost the only thing I drink. I don't think it has like anything in it besides like flavoring. So I think it's like almost just as good as water, I think. I don't know. You could arguably say water is better for you since it has nothing in it, you know, whatever is put in this to make it taste like that and make it carbonated might make it bad. Alrighty. Ooh, is this Magic Council? It's kind of like Magic Council music too, right? Oh, is that Jura? I don't know how I do that. Nice. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. Good to see him again. Looks like he's peeing. Oh god. He's just kidding, right? Who's this guy? Oh, one of the 10 Wizard Saints. Oh, so that's one of the 4 Emperors. Damn. I was wondering when we were finally gonna see them. Like, we knew Ward was one, but we didn't know any of the others, I don't think. Makarov's magic? Kind of. Huh. Is that like a beast soul kind of thing? Like Elfman? Is this another one of them? Oh boy. Hmm. I am a sophisticated wizard saint. Levy, calm down. Jesus. Oh, so they're aware? God Serena? What? Oh shit. Oh, he. Sounded like a girl name. I assumed their gender, my bad. Uh-oh. Is that another land? Jesus, Spriggan 12, okay. Oh shit. Oh, wait, okay. So that was them. Okay, so if I understand this right, the like most powerful wizard in Fiore, like the top of like the 10 wizard saints, left to go to the Alvarez place and be like the one of the shields to their leader or something. Oh no, Wendy's a true dragon slayer. No. Too bad, so sad. I'm gonna talk more about like the whole area in my discussion video. I kind of cut off a little bit. Urza, what are you thinking? Looking off into the distance. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering the same thing. Since he's saying that, I almost think it's not a weapon. I wonder. That is true, though. He almost activated it. I want to know. Spooky shit, man. Yeah, because that's true. When we saw her, if she was dead, a ghost possibly could be the reason, but it could also just be a projection coming out of that lumen histoire, and she's still like alive in there or something. Interesting. Resort Town. Beach episode. I'm just kidding. It might not be a beach episode. We're kind of serious right now, but although Fairy Tale changes from serious to fun in a blink of an eye. Ooh, an intelligent agent. Intelligence agent. Interesting. I wonder if we know the person. Oh, nice. We get the other group. And Elfman's with them. That's interesting. Kana, Juvia, Lasana, Mira Jane, Lily. Alright. Pretty big team if they're gonna get Loxus. Are they gonna bring the Thunder Legion too? They're gonna have a massive team, whatever they're gonna do. Oh shit. Levi. Freaking got you. Juvia. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Uh-oh. Is shit about to go down? Oh, they're trying to take over? Hmm. Interesting. Jesus Christ. I thought Natsu and Wendy were just making an assumption, but they heard that? Damn. Wait, did they just say they're temporarily closed, but they're letting people in? Hmm. They're gonna notice they're in Fairy Tale, right? Jesus Christ. Carla's like human form bugs me a little bit. It's kind of awkward. Huh. Poor Kate Shelter. Oh my god. It actually worked. I think it's because Urza was there. Hmm. Everyone keeps telling him that. Neen. Uh-oh. Natsu's gonna get involved. Uh-oh. Calm down, Natsu. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a kid. Well, yes. So what's gonna happen now? Gonna have to explain themselves. Okay, yeah, no, they're just gonna fight their way through the island. They're just gonna beat them all until they leave, or they're just gonna like knock them all out, every single one. Mest, calm down. She's a child. Freaking Natsu, holy shit. I wonder how they did the fake guild marks. Yep. Wasted. Is there gonna be a wizard here? But they're not even wizards. Yeah, you don't want them to know that they're coming for them. Yeah, exactly. Mango gelato. Alright, we got little, like, chibi Urza there eating. Is this guy gonna be the spy? Maybe? Nice. Uh-oh, Urza's pissed. Oh, is there a wizard here? Part of the Alvarez people? Yum. Aw, poor guy. Aw. I was wondering if it was the Alvarez guy that was gonna give him that money, but to, like, try to make them seem less evil, but no, they're just making these Alvarez people come off as, like, super evil. Uh-oh. Magic nullification? Hmm. So he knows who they are then, so he knows they used to be Fairy Tale and not Kate Shelter then, if he knows that much, probably. I'm guessing all their magic is gonna be. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, that's a little bit more serious. I thought there were bubbles in front of them, I didn't realize their body was, like, disappearing. So don't use magic. We know that Fairy Tale members' physical strength is very strong. But can he use magic too? Jesus Christ. Let me guess, Natsu's gonna use magic? Oh no! What about Wendy? Natsu, come on. Hmm. Okay, so can you choose to not teleport people away? Or am I just not understanding his magic properly? Damn. So it sounds like he almost reminds me of the first version of Racer from the Irration Seis arc, the first Irration Seis arc. Where, like, he almost has a bubble around him, I'd say. We get another person. Wait, did that just say Spriggan 12? Was he part of the Spriggan 12 too? I didn't notice that before. Or is she just, like, insanely strong? Oh, shit. Ah. Do 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 do. But yeah, we'll get through this outro and then we'll get into the discussion stuff. I have a decent amount to talk about. I feel like there was a lot I tried to start talking about during this episode and kind of stopped. Sorry about that. Do 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 do. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be the end. Yep. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of episode 286. It was a pretty good start to what's coming. We got some more information, which I definitely need to talk about a bit. So I mentioned it during the outro, but since I cut that out for people that aren't full length, sorry about, like, kind of starting a thought during that episode and then getting cut off. Like, the way I wanted to explain a lot of the stuff was kind of long, and then something else happened that I wanted to, like, pay more attention to. So I feel like there's a lot of things I was like, wait, so does it work like this? And I start, and then I stopped, and yeah, so sorry for that through this reaction. I try not to do that. I try to keep anything that's going to be long till the end, but some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Anyway, yeah, so one of the things I wanted to touch on was there's a lot of people in Gagio's group. And one thing I mentioned was, are they going to bring the Thunder Legion with whatever they're doing too? I still don't quite understand what they're doing. I hope I didn't miss any crucial information. I think what they're doing is still a secret, other than going to find Laxus, who is apparently with the Thunder Legion, I believe they said. But they already have what? They have Gagio, Elfman, Lasana, Levi, Mira Jane, Juvia, I feel like there was someone else, wasn't there? Or a couple more people? Kana. So they already have 7 people. If they pick up the Thunder Legion and Laxus, that's going to be 11 people with them. I wonder what they're planning on doing. But it could just be 8 people. It might just be Laxus and the Thunder Legion stays behind. I don't know. I also might have missed one there. Sorry if I did. I feel like I got them all. It was basically Mira Jane and her family, Kana, Levi, Gagio, Juvia. Yeah. Thinking about it more isn't going to help me. Either way, I might have missed someone, but it doesn't matter. Either way, they still have a lot of people, so that's interesting. I wonder what their plans are. And then we also had the 4 Emperors of Ishgard, or whatever they were called. The those really strong people that have been teased, with Ward being one of them for a very long time. They said like they're not even human or something, which I wonder if that has to do with the one guy we saw, because we know Ward is like not quite human. He's got that, he's like a tree. So, and he's lived a very long time. And then there's that other guy we just met. Well, we met two guys. One of them, he didn't really show us anything, so it's hard to tell like what he is, like how he's not considered human. But the one we did see transformed into like a big monster, and I'm guessing, since they used to say that they're not even human, I'm guessing that that means that they're not doing, like, it's not takeover magic. I'm guessing like that might be his real form, and his human form is to like not scare people, which is interesting. I wonder if that is the case. So yeah, and we learned during that part of the episode that, so when they mentioned it, that's the thing that always confuses me with shows, is they have like territory names, and then they have like town names, and then they have like continent names or something, which is what confused me, because they said she headed towards Alexstaza or something. I forget. I'm probably not going to be able to find it easy enough. But yeah, if I could find the map. Sorry, guys. I probably should have. Emperor Spriggan, 12 shields. Was it before this? The continent. So yeah, the continent of Alextasia, and then the continent of Ishgal. So they're from the continent of Ishgal, but what's Fiore considered then? Is Fiore just one part of Ishgal then? So then there's Alexstasia, probably saying that wrong, sorry. And the Alvarez Empire is part of that. So that's where that person that was God Serena, I think his name was. They said he. I assume the gender Serena sounded like a girl's name, my bad. Went there, defected there, became one of the 12 shields that protects someone. We just passed that crap, my bad. The Spriggan 12, Emperor Spriggan. So yeah, I guess like the king of the Alvarez Empire, yeah, Emperor, whatever, is guarded by 12 really strong wizards. I'm not sure if the Emperor is a wizard himself. I would assume so, but I guess he might not be. That might be why he has the shields. And this, like, the strongest person in the council, at least of the 10 wizards, Saint's the strongest person, because, they've teased around that no one really knows who the strongest in all of, like, Fiore, or even, like, Ishgar is. Because all throughout the show they've said, like, like that girl from the Grand Magic Games, I remember they were saying, like, oh, she might just be the strongest in all of Fiore, the Gravity Magic girl that kept her sword sheathed for, Jalal, to kill him. They said that she might be strongest in all of Fiore, and then right after that, Urza finished the, tower in, like, of those, like, 100 and something monsters or something like that, by, like, alone, just herself. She took on all of them. And they said that she might be the strongest in Fiore, so no one really knows who, like, there's no set thing for, like, who the strongest is in Fiore. So I don't know if this God Serena is stronger than, Natsu and Urza in them. Based off their stature, I'm assuming so, but at the same time, like, there's still no one that's like overpowered Natsu really, except for Acnologia and Zeref. So who knows? Based on this, since they told us this exists, I'm also assuming that we're going to be fighting them too. So that means, you know, our heroes are probably going to be able to beat them, maybe, but we'll see. I don't like making my predictions based off the assumptions that the protagonist will win, even though like it is something you unfortunately have to consider with a show like this, you know. But but yeah, the what else did I want to talk about? That settles like the whole Spriggan 12 shield thing that I wanted to touch back on because I was a little confused by the whole territory thing, and so we had Natsu's group heading towards this resort island, which ended up being covered in Alvarez soldiers who were looking for the spy that they were going to meet, and they turned out to be real nasty people, apparently. See, that's the only bad thing about anime sometimes. Well, even like any show in general, when there's like a war, they make the opposing side seem so like unnecessarily evil. Like they could have a very good reason for going after the Lumen Histoire, you know? Like it could be some like world-ending, you know, weapon or thing, whatever it is. It could be world-ending, you know, like apocalyptic. And they just want to make sure that it's safe, you know? And that could be their mentality, and they could go through this, like, you know, almost like a... You know, both sides could be right. Like, both sides are trying to, like, defend something, and that's how, like, a war could happen, you know? Like, because sometimes both sides in a war are right, in a way, you know? There doesn't have to be a bad guy in a war. But no, they decided to portray them as bad guys so far. They had the dude just like blow up the guy's shop for absolutely no reason. They had the soldiers who were ready to kill a kid because the kid was crying because they took his dad away or something. Like, ridiculous. But the thing is, I'm also wondering how this whole thing is going to handle, because if I read the little tooltip right for the lady that was introduced right at the end of the episode, she was part of the Spriggan 12, or at least she had Spriggan 12 as her little tag. I didn't pay attention enough to the other guy's little tag that brought up. I don't know if he's one of them as well. But it almost seems too soon to be fighting them, right? Like, they're supposed to do an infiltration mission, and they haven't even, like, made it to the Alvarez Empire yet. And they're already running into these Spriggan dudes. That's a little... I wonder what that's gonna mean, because if they take these people down on this island, if they, like, you know, get into a fight, which it seems like it's heading that way, then by the time they make it there and infiltrate, the other 11 or 10, depending on if that one dude is one or not, will be ready, you know, and know they're coming, and that ruins the whole infiltration mission that they have planned. And to be honest, I expected this infiltration mission to fail part of the way through. I just didn't expect it this soon if this is where they're going with it. I'm just not sure where they're going with it. Because that dude knew about Ursa's magic, which means he should know that they're probably not in Kate Shelter if they know, like, that much. And he might be able to make the assumption that they're still, you know, in... Or they're trying to bring back Fairy Tail, or they're working under, like, the ideals of Fairy Tail, you know? Going after the Master, you know, their friend. So, I don't know. I feel like their infiltration mission is already a little bit ruined, unless they, like, knock these people out so bad that they can get there, do the infiltration mission before they recover. Because obviously they're not going to kill, right? Like, That's not what they do in the show. I wouldn't say just like kill this lady so she can't go back and tell the others. Although that might be a warning in itself, because if the person never returns, you know, you don't know what their like what their communication systems, right? Like the 12 shields might need to check in, you know, once every hour, once every day or something, and if they don't, then, you know, they put out search parties or raise defenses or something. I don't know. But those are just some of the things on my mind going through this. I feel like that sums up most of the stuff. Oh, I also want to talk about Natsu and Wendy's hearing is insane. I knew they always had pretty good hearing, and then really good noses. Like Natsu's nose was really good, and Wendy's nose wasn't as good at the time, but as she got stronger, it got better throughout the show. But it didn't mention a lot with hearing. That's pretty crazy that they can make up what they were saying that far out. Interesting. But yeah, for this last guy's magic, I guess I'll talk about that for a bit. He controls the space. Yeah, because I did start talking about that and then the episode ended and I stopped. I was mentioning that he reminds me of Racer from the first Arashionse's arc, and how he had an area, like a bubble around him almost, that controlled like speed, almost like it slowed everything down so he looked like he was going faster. It might be something like that, where like if you're in his range, he can appear at any point within that bubble of space. And I don't know if he uses any kind of magic. Does he just like pop out and punch you with a physical attack? Is that like all he can do? Because I feel like that can be overcome pretty easy if that's all he does, but, and then we have no idea, like, even if Natsu and Gray were able to take this guy down, we have no idea how strong this other chick is, so. And then also his magic is weird. He said he controlled everything inside the space, and when you use, was it when you use space magic? Is that what he called it? That's when Urza and Lucy got turned into bubbles and got sent to his, like, relaxation thing or whatever it was. Relaxation zone or something like that. But does that mean any kind of magic use and he can do that to you, but it's a choice he has? Because Natsu used magic and he didn't do it. But he also is calling them, like, F-minuses, so he's obviously, like, into girls and not into guys. Like, he's one of those people. And, he might not want a guy in his relaxation zone. Although he put Mest in there, it seems like, so. I don't know. Maybe Dragon Slayers are different from normal magic, and he can't do it. I'm not sure. I guess we just don't know enough about his magic, or I don't understand enough about it to really, like, grasp that. But, yeah. So, I think that pretty much sums up most of what I want to talk about this episode. Sorry if there was something I started talking about and got distracted and finished the episode and didn't talk about it in this discussion. Actually, I tend to read my comments. Just please, no spoilers. Until I start seeing spoilers in the comments, I'm reading comments, and then hopefully, I'm sure if I get big enough, it's gonna happen, because there's some rude people in the world that just love to spoil. But don't spoil anything. Don't use any future knowledge. But if you want to mention something in the episode that I started talking about, and you're wondering where my thought processes was going, in, like, any of my videos, just let me know in the comments, and I can try to elaborate on what I was saying. That's usually what I do. Like, some of the people I talk to in some of my other videos, they're regulars that watch multiple shows or whatnot, and they usually comment and be like, well, when you're talking about this, and, we just have, like, a little conversation and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so if you guys have any of that, you can let me know in the comments. and all that. So if you are enjoying my videos, you can hit the subscribe button. You can check back every week and see the new videos. And as shows end, I start new shows and everything. Although I might be watching 2 long-running shows depending on how long Fairy Tail's final season is going to be. When I went into it, I was kind of expecting it to be a set number of episodes already, but apparently it's like unknown how many episodes it's going to be, which kind of stinks, in a way, because I kind of wish I didn't have 2 long-running like shows going on my channel that had no end in sight, but that's how it turned out, and that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, also check out my Patreon, where you can get full-length reactions and soon-to-be early access reactions, I think. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm trying to binge watch, so I'm gonna watch another couple episodes of something. I don't think it's gonna be Fairy Tail tonight, but to kind of get ahead of the game, I think it's gonna be part of my rewatch series, so I can render those tonight, because they're easy to edit. But yeah, if you're interested in full-length and early access, the early access isn't out yet, but it's coming soon. So you can check out my Patreon, or if you just want to support the channel and you're not sure how to do that, you can either subscribe like I mentioned, or, you know, become a patron. Even if you don't want the full-length reactions, but you just want to support me, that's cool too, I appreciate it. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.